what's up everybody? Welcome back to Jes&beauty, and welcome back to my class, self-taught part 2. Ahora les voy a enseñar cómo cortar la hueca. I think that's what it's called. I'm going to teach you guys how to cut your crease in, I don't know how many different ways, but I'll teach you guys step by step. So we're gonna start by using my pillowy. Today we're going to be using like the browns, so you guys could kind of get an idea of how to cut your creases. Another thing that I wanted to take a note on is for my first video, for those people that have not watched my first video, go watch my first video, and it explains the difference of why is it important to put an eye primer. I wanted to actually let you guys know that I love to use the white primers to make my colors stand out. So just like the blue that I demonstrated in the first video, imagine just putting the white one instead of the blue one, the blue eye primer, and then putting the blue eyeshadow. So imagine taking the blue eye primer off and then just adding the white primer on, and then adding the eyeshadow on. It makes a difference. It pops just as much as the blue eyeshadow primer. That was the only thing that I did not explain, but anyways, moving on, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little tip on that. I like to use more the white one than any color, just because that's just what I prefer to use. But I challenge you guys to try all colors, all eye colors, primers on your eyelid, and see if you guys like how the color pops in your eye or whatever, or just stick to the white one just like I do. But anyways, moving on, today I'm going to be using my pillowy, and I'm going to demonstrate only on one eye. I will not demonstrate on both eyes, just because it's just too much time for me. So I'm going to prep this eye like so. I'm going to add a little bit more, and the first cut crease I'm going to show you guys is a simple cut crease before I do the other one, because the other one's a little bit more complicated. So I'm going to prep my eye with this pillowy like so. Y luego, como tengo los ojos a little bit llorosos, I just hope that working with one eye is going to give you guys enough explanations of how we cut a crease. Okay, so we're going to do the pillowy, what the hell, Jaclyn Hill's. We're going to use G Money. So I'm just going to start from right here, this way. G Money. Normally I start from the middle, but today I'm just starting from there so you guys can see where I'm applying this. I'm gonna go with this one que dice Perfectionist. Este que está aquí kind of look pinkish, I believe. So I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush. It is a little bit on the medium side, so I'm just going to start blending this color. And the reason I'm choosing a lighter color is so that I could blend this eyeshadow that I just put. We basically trying to erase any lines that we created when we apply our shadow. So all you do is circular motions, or you could just go tap 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 tap, whatever you choose with the smaller brush. But since my brush is a little bit on the medium side, I'm just going in circular motions, just kind of taking off that crease that I created. Now that I have it like that, this is how I like it. So now I'm going to be using my pillowy, but first of all, I'm going to try to take some of that color off. Donde voy a cortar el crease, y con un finger. You guys could do it with a finger or a Q-tip. I normally have trouble taking it off with one of my tricks that I do that works for me, but it might not work for everybody. I use a little brush like this. It is a regular painting brush, but I did cut most of it and I made it thin because I'm freaking weird. I like my little brushes to be thin, especially when I'm cutting my creases. So I'm going to apply a little bit in my hand like this, okay? And una salivita no le hace daño a nadie. The reason I put a little bit of saliva is because I wanted to make it very thin, like so. So I'm going to show you I call this a moon, because it's kind of like a moon. So if you guys put your eyes up like this, you guys can see that my cut crease is right here. This is where I'm gonna do my cut crease. However, I always try to put it a little higher than my cut crease, or my crease right here. Why? Because sometimes when I go like this, it transfer acá arriba, and we don't want that. We don't want the color to transfer to your other colors that you already added. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to apply this like so in the middle. Wait, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna apply like that in the middle. Y lo que voy a hacer is that I'm gonna look up. So when you look up, can you guys see that it already marked where I'm going to cut this crease? Is way the heck up here. You want to cut it all the way up here, because if you don't, it's gonna transfer. So from the corner up, and we're gonna do like a moon. See, I'm taking it all the way over here. I'm taking it all the way over here because I'm going to create like a moon, I call it. I have like names to everything, and I don't know what it's called, but yo le digo the moon. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. So you guys are going to see how easy it is to cut a crease this way. Eventually I always get a bigger one to help it, but yo para ¿cómo se dice? So I could line up this cut crease. I try to use this one. Basically I outline my cut crease with this one, and then eventually I switch my brush. Okay, so now I'm going to switch my brush with a flat one. Basically this one I do my eyebrows with or whatever, and then I'm just going there and pulling it down. Like so. From this point on, you could just get an hold on, let me fix my cut crease, because I feel como que it needs a little bit more fixing. When it comes to cut creases, I try to do it perfectly. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, so you know, it bugs me. It's my OCD fucking thing that gets me. So now that I have it like that, I'm just going to slightly dab, 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 dab. And at this point, now that you have a cut crease like this, you don't have to worry about the end, because if you apply an eyeliner, you could definitely just apply the eyeliner and it's gonna cover the end. In order for me to set it, I'm going to be using este que está aquí. It's like a light brown. It says fresh something, so it looks like that. I'm going to tap the X's off, and then I'm just slowly gonna tap it into my cut crease like that. We have to set it. Remember, set anything that you guys do, such as cut creases, like cut crease like that, you have to set it either with the translucent powder or with another color. Just set it. Si no, it's just gonna be messy. That's what I have learned. Okay, so now that I set it, you have to set it so the color doesn't move, or the ¿cómo se llama? The primer doesn't move. Okay, so now that I have it like that, I could simply add an eyeliner que tenemos por acá, pero hold on. Where is it? Right here. I could simply add an eyeliner like this. Okay. And we're going to drag that liner down. Okay, so you guys can see I did make a really thick liner because this is kind of what I was hoping to do. So that line that we created when we cut our crease, ya no se ve esa línea. If you guys can see it, you guys cannot see that line anymore. See? But if the other line when you cut your crease is like really bugging you, like this part right here, what you could do is you guys could use a smaller brush, or like a little brush like this. I would say no, I would say a brush like this. A brush like this. And then you could just kind of blend that part with more of your eyeshadow. So you could blend the edges. Of course, you gotta do this before you put your eyeliner. I just, you know, se me pasó. Anyway, so you guys see how simple that was? And it is a lighter, actually lighter than this one up here. It stands out a lot. So anyways, that is my first cut crease, and that is called, I call it the moon. Okay, so now I already prepped my eye, took up the other look, and now we're gonna go with this one. I think this one's a little bit darker. I don't know, the other one, no sé, it was too light, I guess. Or it was like this one, kind of. Same thing, you apply it in the middle. You start from the middle and just apply it. I normally just lo riego, or I tap tap tap, you know, like so. And I'm going to go with a little bit of the darker side. I'm gonna mix it with the dark one. Why? Because I felt like you guys couldn't see the other one. So all I'm doing is mixing this color with the color that I already put as a base. What do you say that? Okay, now that I have it to the consistency that I wanted, I'm going to add a little bit of that dark one. Just a little bit. Right here at the edge. So now we're gonna grab our thingamajiggy, like our your little wipey, right? And you're going to cut this crease. Again, you could use Vaseline, you could use a Q-tip, my silhouette water to clean up this part right here. Okay, it's up to you. And again, I'm not doing a great job on cleaning it, but to me it's fine. We're gonna do the same thing I did with the other one. So you apply it, wait, apply it at this is an amount. You're gonna look up. Once you look up, it's giving you guys where we should be connecting the line. And this time, instead of us bringing it all the way, I'm not gonna take it all the way. So this is what I call a half moon. And again, this is what I call it. I don't know what other people call it. Pero yo le digo half moon. I'm going to apply it. So this time I didn't take it all the way like I did with the other look. This time I took it just halfway. Right there. And I'm just bringing it, just kind of throwing that right there. Just like that. And I call it half moon, you guys. Half moon. That's how I call this cut crease. I have names for all my cut creases. So the first thing that I'm going to do is set this eye primer primer. I'm going to set it. Then I'm going to grab a little brush, and I'm going to set it with a lighter shade. Like so. I think that was a shimmer. So we're going to mix the shimmer so you guys can see it with the white one. And normally you need like a better brush so you guys could get all the way in there. But I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just showing you guys my half a moon. Right. And again, you guys don't want that little line, grab a better brush. Where are you going? My liner is running away. And you're just gonna blend it. Blend that line so you don't see it. Okay? So then I'm gonna go back with this one. Oh, there goes my concealer. Running away también. What the hell? And I'm gonna go back with the color that I was using, which is the dark one. Tap the X's off of it. I grab a smaller one, and what I'm just going to do is just blend it with this color. Just blend. So you say, okay, it's good to go. So all I'm doing is either like blending inwards and blending outwards, or you could just tap the entire thing until you see that it's blended. Okay, so to me, this is good. I'm gonna grab a little bit more. Just going to apply it right here. Okay, so now that you have it like this, you want to go back with nothing on your brush, and you just want to blend out this. Why? So you don't have any harsh lines, or you don't have more product here, and then it's just gonna look not good. Okay, so there you go. That is a half moon. If you guys want to put eyeliner at this point, go ahead and put eyeliner on your lash, and you're good to go.